Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So what a pleasant surprise we saw yesterday afternoon Eastern Standard Time. The crypto market up significantly after basing for several days after the last rally. We've got Bitcoin up right now to about 8,700. Now it had reached about 8,900 at the peak of yesterday's rally. Ethereum at 267, up 7.13, and XRP just hovering shy of 41 cents, up 6.84%. And I looked at the market cap yesterday for the entire cryptocurrency market, and at least at the time that I checked, we were at 272 billion. So we've shed a little bit here at 269. I don't know how high the market cap actually went yesterday. If somebody caught that, please do put it in the comments. Bitcoin dominance at 57.3, and let's look at the chart. So this is XRP on a daily. Let's actually go to Bitcoin first. So Bitcoin, because we know it's the beat of the market, it's what drives the market forward. And in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, roughly 3 p.m., we saw this candlestick here. Okay, so large movement and lots of volume in comparison to, if you compare it to what was going on right before that, not a lot of volume with Bitcoin, and then boom, a huge amount of buying pressure, causing price to soar up. It hit almost 9,000, guys. We hit a peak overnight, and now we are hovering in this zone here. But again, guys, this is already looking very good, at least on the hourly. It's already looking like we're making another bullish pennant, which, as I've mentioned in the last couple of videos, is a good sign. New highs, okay, so if we zoom out, let's go on the daily for a second here. And if we zoom out here, okay, we have pierced this zone here. So this is now pierced. Let's click on that. This is now pierced. So now we're working up towards this zone here. So what's the next level that we need to break? And it is roughly, I'd say, let's go bottom. Okay, let's go here. That's actually quite a large level of resistance. And we are hovering now. So this level here was one of the biggest ones, at least psychologically, because we've got 8,900 approximately, so let's call it 9,000, to about 9,900 at the top end. Let's call it 10,000, breaking this 10,000 mark. I think we will start to see news pieces, more mainstream media news pieces about Bitcoin once it reaches $10,000. Guys, the thing you got to remember about all this stuff is that the media likes their buzzy words that they can throw around, and for them to be able to say that Bitcoin hit $10,000, Bitcoin is over $10,000. That's catchy. That'll get people's attention. 10,000 is a psychological round number for people to have in their head to kind of visualize 10,000. You can visualize 10,000 a lot easier than you can visualize 7,863. Just throwing a random example out there. 10,000 is also a 5-digit number, the first 5-digit number. So coming out of Bitcoin being a 4-digit price, now entering 5 digits, this is really important as well, just psychologically, not for any technical purposes. It's all psychological, but this is what gets people trading. This is what gets people excited. The $10,000 mark, I think once we hit that, we will go higher. What will be the trend? Will we continue going up over the next few days, base in here at around 9,500? It's all good though. Regardless of what happens, we are happy. We are looking at this as a great opportunity to make some money. And this is XRP, guys, again on the daily. Also went up at the same time as Bitcoin. Let's go back on the hourly just to show you guys. So this is XRP, and you can see here the trend started going up at around the same time. 3 p.m. was this large candlestick here, and go back to Bitcoin, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boom, right here, 3 p.m. So XRP Bitcoin going and doing the same thing as with the rest of the crypto space, moving at the same pace. And as you can see, the petering out is all happening at the same pace. Okay, so just real quick, going back to Bitcoin. Whoops. Bitcoin USD. Okay, boom. And so we saw the trend rally up to about this point here and then peter out, but nothing too huge down. Okay, we just saw a little bit of sell-off and then basing. So now we're basing in this zone. And guys, in the news, Bitcoin hits the $150 billion market cap for the first time in 2019 as prices pumped by 11%. So that is the entire Bitcoin market cap. It is now at 154 billion. And so we haven't seen that since what would it have been? I think 2018 or maybe late 2017. Okay, so money getting pumped into Bitcoin. Just another news article here. Bitcoin price hits 8,900 or 8,939 in new 2019 high. So again, pushing for that $9,000 mark. We barely hit it. We almost did. 8,939 right up here is the high. I think it's 9,000, and then 10,000 probably won't be far off from there. And so Bitcoin making news within the cryptocurrency space, but I think, guys, again, 10,000 will make it mainstream. This, though, from BitTrue's Twitter. This is BitTrue's official Twitter. The first time Vin showing us the key project the XRPL Labs has been working on, and this was just from a meetup. A photo of Vin. It looks like this is some kind of XRP tipbot program that maybe they are working on to improve the tipbot. Because one of the things we do have to remind ourselves is that utility is still the underlying factor of making this crypto space viable for future investments. And so, again, when we see these rallies, what are they based on? Probably not too much, but when we start to see real world utility, that is when we will start to see a viably sustainable price, not so much for Bitcoin, but XRP. And by that time, it'll be projects like these that will be giving XRP their underlying value, right? The more projects that pop up, the more utility we will see flowing through XRP, the higher the price, because we'll see more demand. And this here on Twitter from Sir Gordon Gecko, that's at Gordon Gecko 369, Donald Trump, talking about the economy with Japan, and it was brought to me by Crypto-XRP, that's at Crypto_XRP. I had to show you guys this. It's only an 11-second clip, but I thought it was quite interesting. So I'm going to turn up the volume here, and we'll see if you can catch this.
In Japan, and doing great. Today we're cooperating closely across many industries, including defense, technology, digital economy, and energy.
We are working with Japan with the digital economy. Did you catch Donald Trump talking about the digital economy in that clip? Well, I mean, that was pretty easy to spot, although Sir Gordon Gecko down here says he was going to say digital currencies. Watch closely. I'll play it for you guys one more time. Just watch his mouth.
Today we're cooperating closely across many industries, including defense, technology,
right here,
digital economy, and energy.
Did you guys catch it? One more time.
Defense, technology, digital economy, and energy.
Digital economy and energy. So looks as if he was about to say digital currencies. I mean, this is all wild speculation, but we're seeing this happening right before our eyes. These guys are trying to keep it hush hush, but since we follow the space very closely as XRP holders, we know what's happening. So this is no surprise to us. It's just fun to watch because we're starting to see it, guys. We're actually starting to see it happen. 2019 will be that year that goes down in history. If you didn't buy XRP before 2019, I think, in my opinion, you will be one of the ones left in the dust. And finally here, Crypto Analyst says 95. So this is a crypto analyst with a 95% accurate Bitcoin indicator, calls BTC at $1 million. And so what does he use? Let me just talk about this for a second. Bitcoin crypto analyst and author of Cryptocurrencies, Simply Explained, Julian Hosp, says a metric known as the stock to flow ratio indicates Bitcoin is on a trajectory for $1 million over the next 10 years. The ratio calculates the current supply of a given commodity divided by the amount produced per year in order to predict future value. When using the ratio to determine where Bitcoin may be heading, the leading cryptocurrency's limited supply of 21 million coins emerges as a key factor. In the short term, Hosp says the model shows that Bitcoin's upcoming halving, which we've talked about on this channel, which will cut the block reward given to miners in half in 2020, should boost the Bitcoin price from $100,000 to as high as $300,000. Guys, that is my estimate as well for Bitcoin in the next rally. Once all is said and done, once we've seen another peak, the next high, I think, is going to be in the $300,000 mark as well. I have mentioned this in previous videos. Suddenly, we will have way less production. So by having this, in order to keep the ratio stable, just from that, the price of Bitcoin needs to double. But we are so much lower right now in the stock to flow ratio compared to gold that if we get closer and closer to gold's ratio, the price should actually go to a $100,000, maybe even $300,000. And then we would have a setback similar to how we always have these setbacks, and it'll go back to around $40,000. So as Bitcoin supply continues to dwindle over the next 10 years, Haas says the price of 1 BTC is projected to climb to $1 million. And he says you can see this in the entire calculation going up here. What we always have with this halving, we always have this moving up. Obviously, over time, we would get to 1 million here, and this is something that will be the long-term interesting part. By 2030, in this kind of example here, we would reach, that's over the next 10 years, $1 million. So guys, I will link all these articles in the description. Cryptocurrency market looking healthy right now. Let's get back to XRP. Buying in the accumulation phase was really fun in 2018 and the early part of 2019. We were getting excited over news about Ripple partnerships, so on and so forth. But guys, as fun as all that was in the bear market, aren't you glad we're finally starting to see some significant upward momentum, even if it is just another spec run with no real world utility? Personally, I'd say yes, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.